So y'all remember this right here. We talked about this maybe just like a day or two ago. This whole situation with Kandi and Tamar. Yeah, yeah, we still there. It's about to get worse. Okay. It's about to get worse. As of 7:30 tonight, it's about to be a dumpster fire. Okay. A dumpster fire. But let me tell you what's going on in the interim, and then you will know why at 7:30, if you haven't heard already, what's about to pop off. Okay. So first things first, Tamar did the Morning Hustle show. We talked about that. She talked about how when she walked up to Kandi and congratulated her at the Essence Women in Music event, she was like, I was just congratulating my sister. I was just congratulating somebody. That was home training. That was home training. And I'm not beefing with nobody but the devil. And sometimes I just want to be like, girl, you keep saying that, but I mean, is the devil winning? I don't know, because Kandi says no beef, but she was just calling me a bitch as she walked past me at a party last Saturday. I can't do the fake ish. First of all, Kandi, you be out partying. You be out in the streets, girl. Kandi like a vacation, baby. So ain't no telling. And Kandi is single again. Single again. Ain't that Drew song? Single again. I know it because that's one of the bangers. It's on my little workout playlist. Don't ask me why that song's on my workout playlist. Because I felt like she had some up-tempo numbers on there. So I felt like I could work out to them. Anyway, I digress. Because I'm trying to get these muscles right, baby. Anyway, when I go to Bali, when I go on vacation, y'all, I come to life, okay? Like Kandi, I come to life. So, we're going to be showing the body, yada, yada. Anyway, I digress. So, Kandi at the party and Tamar at the party. And apparently, so my thing, Kandi, when you heard her call you a bitch, did you hear it out of her mouth? Or did somebody come back and tell you? And then if she did say it, why you ain't walk up to her then? And I would be like, did you just call me a B? B? Did you just call me? Actually, I probably wouldn't. Honestly, I don't even know what I'd do. I'd be telling these people just to take the high road because it's less drama and less stress if they do. But it don't sound like Kandi about to take the high road. Sound like she about to get low. Low, 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 low. Sierra style, okay? What do I mean? Well, she's about to speak on it. Take a listen to this.
I do not like a bitch. I'm just gonna be straight up. I do not. One who sings so beautifully, but don't nobody give a fuck about it. She's walking by me. She says, and yes, you've seen me multiple times, and I pay you dust.
7:30, Kandi.com, baby. It's about to go down. Kandi teases a new Speak On It episode addressing recent drama with Tamar Braxton. I don't like that B. You see me multiple times and I pay you dust. Did you hear it? Let's play it again just so you can get the real feel for the vitriol that Kandi has, and she's not holding back.
I do not like a bitch. I'm just gonna be straight up. I do not like so beautiful.
I do not like that B. Okay. Woo! When a woman's fed up, I don't know. I do be telling the people, I've told Tamar this in terms of I don't know her like that. I'm just talking about through the screen. Through the screen, I be saying, Tamar, babes, just keep on walking. I ain't talking to you anymore. Okay. Do that. When you see when you see these group of girls that don't really F with you and you don't really F with them like that, and they on stage taking a photo, maybe if you are going up on stage to take that photo with them, just go off to the side of Tyrese and keep it pushing. You be your pretty self, allow them to be their pretty self, and everybody take the photo and you keep it moving. I mean, again, I said before, just give that whole group a general hello, Malaysia style, and keep it pushing. Hello, everyone. Congrats, everyone. Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, I don't even know if you cool with Mona Scott at this point after the way that last week TV special went went kind of haywire. So I don't know if you're cool with them or not. All I know is it don't look like they F with you. You don't look like you F with them. Okay? And if the only person that you beefing with is the devil, keep it in the church. Okay? Now, Kandi, I don't know what we about to see. I don't know what we about to see, Kandi. But I'm going to be watching. Okay? I'm going to be watching. And I'm going to give my commentary, obviously, because that's what we do on this channel, right? You know, the last time we seen Kandi kind of blast somebody like this, it was Latasha Scott. After Latasha Scott released that video about Kandi and the girls, and Kandi clapped back with her own speak on it, and she went ham. Man, oh man. Anyway, so that's what we got to look forward to at 7:30 p.m. tonight. Be sure to check out Kandi.com. Okay? All right, so y'all know, speaking of tonight, waiting for tonight. Oh, with you to be here in my arms. It's reunion day.
Oh, Lord, I'm not ready for that. Well, you might as well get ready. Look at the day.
Carrie and Dr. Marie say that name a better all-female ensemble cast. I'll wait. Ahem. The Belle Collective reunion starts tomorrow night. So this was posted yesterday, right? But I just saw it today. Hey. And the caption reads, no one is doing this better than the Bells, period. Now, this is funny and fun because the timing is definitely fortuitous because we are also going into the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17 reunion, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. This weekend is the finale for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This weekend, tonight, is the Belle Collective reunion part 1. And yes, we are back to the 2-part reunions for Belle Collective. Thank God. And we have here a little bit of a taste. We saw We saw the reunion clip. So we knew that they were doing some type of gold, right? We knew that there was a gold theme. And I like when the cast members do a theme. I really do. I'm glad they didn't go with like the blue. I feel like they've done that a couple of times. Or at least maybe that there were certain cast members who did like a big blue number or whatever. But what we have here is apparently some type of gold, right? Gold. I'll give you my thoughts on what everybody's wearing, I think, in a proper review when we're talking about the Belle Collective reunion in general tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow, right? But do you agree? I mean, do you think that they hit the notes, right? And that they are doing it better than the Atlanta ladies? Y'all got to let me know in the comment section down below. Now, for a little bit of a tease, Own did release a little bit of a taste. Sorry, Own. I don't know if this is posted on any of y'all other channels or whatever, but I'm going to give it a go right here. And we're going to listen to what these girls got to say, okay? About the reunion. Hold on.
Best reunions ever. I predict that it's going to be super explosive. We may have some people walk off the stage today, and we may have some surprise guests.
At that point, so if we hadn't seen the reunion trailer, we would already know surprise guests. My guess might be Miss Mama Marlene from Carrie's mother-in-law. And you will see why I say that in a second. But a surprise guest, I mean, of course, because we already seen the reunion trailer, we know that Shantae, who is Letitia's friend, and also Mandy Girl, who is Latrice's friend, are going to be making their respective appearances on the reunion couches.
I predict it's going to be an amazing. I predict it is going to be an amazing reunion filled with some fireworks.
So I wonder at this point, does Tamara know that Marie is about to bring some information, some tea about you and some other dude or whatever like that is not Demont?
I predict that Carlos is going to try to stir the pot in this collective. But the fact of the matter is we're actually collecting right now. And Carlos, Leticia Smith.
Not Carlos Leticia Smith. Woohoo! Who?
First and last name, King, the King.
I predict that we'll have a surprise guest, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be okay with it.
See, and there we go. There we go. But here's the thing, Latrice. If Mandy Girl's gonna be there, I'm not mad that we got Shantae there. I feel like Mandy Girl and Shantae are bringing some much needed spice to this cast because I kind of feel like it's shaking up the dynamics a little bit. But that's just me.
I predict that the Pauls, the mother-in-law and the mother, they're going to clash. That's what I predict. Really bad, real bad.
I predict that the
Why she looks so excited about it?
Pauls are going to unravel and that their family secrets about to surface.
I feel like this is going to be one of the
Not the family secrets, man. Not the family secrets. I don't know what's about to happen. I am actually excited about this reunion now, especially because we know that there are some surprise guests coming that are not so surprises anymore. And so I'm fascinated. I'm ready to see some people get activated. I think that this is what we needed for this season to end, and so that we can get excited about the next season that is coming up. And then if my estimations are if my estimations are on target, I would estimate that we would be getting a Love and Marriage Huntsville teaser maybe tonight. I'm only guessing this because I follow the pattern, right? And so the pattern for OWN, and I don't know this, although, I love my people at the OWN. Nobody's told me nothing. They haven't sent out no press releases or nothing like that. But if I'm a thinking person, I would be premiering a little teaser for Love and Marriage Huntsville, all the loves, y'all. If you come up with a Love and Something title, then you have a hit reality series on your hand. I'm just letting y'all know that. Okay, you think it's a game? I'm not playing. So just think about it. Love and Something. What would you create? Don't say I didn't. Don't say I never gave y'all no ideas. Okay. Don't say I never gave y'all nothing. I could have saved that for myself, but I didn't. I gave it to you. Meanwhile, okay, so let's look at it like this, right? If I'm me, okay, and I am. If I'm me, and if I'm at the network, knowing that Love and Marriage Huntsville has been filming, I would be dropping a taste. See what I did there? A taste during tonight's reunion. If not tonight, then next weekend. Okay. Now, I would probably do it via social media first, but I don't know, because I do feel like just dropping a little taste of it, you probably want. I mean, and that's how they do. I mean, OWN is typically doing like one show on a Friday night. Their top rated shows, Belle Collective, then Love and Marriage Huntsville. They usually are on at alternating points in time during the year. So I'm just using my context clues and watching the patterns as they go. Period. Just like we know that when Atlanta ends, Potomac will be next in line, because the black shows typically come on Sunday nights on Bravo. That's just what happens, right? So when one ends, usually there is another one on that is replacing it. And for some reason, they love Sunday nights for the black shows, which is why Married to Medicine is typically on Sunday nights. Y'all remember way back in the day, that time that they had it on Fridays? I was like, what are we doing? That was way back in 2016, 17, I think it was. Because I was recapping the show then after Buzz TV, and I was having to do the recaps on Sunday evenings. And fun fact, okay, maybe not so fun. Okay, fun fact, I can tell y'all now because it's like a decade later. I would go and do that recap, and I would be so buzzed from Sunday Funday. Those recaps were off the chain, okay? They will be off the chain. I'm going to leave it there. But I would have Sunday Funday my whole day, go right up into that studio and do that recap, and we would have a blast, okay? We would have a ball, all right? So anyway, y'all, listen, keep it locked onto the channel. Like this video if you haven't already done so, obviously. And then make sure you come back tomorrow so that we can talk about all of this. okay? Because it's a lot going on. So with that being said, I will catch you, of course, in the next video.